All right, let's dive into one of the biggest, most central ideas in all of Christianity, salvation. It's a word you hear all the time, right? But what does it actually mean? Well, to figure that out, we're going to go straight to the source material and see what the scriptures have to say about it.
So let's start with the big one. What does it actually mean to be saved? Saved from what? And, saved for what? To get our bearings, we're going to go all the way back to the very first time the purpose of Jesus' life was ever announced.
And there it is, crystal clear, right from the very beginning. In the Gospel of Matthew, an angel shows up and basically gives the mission statement for Jesus. His entire purpose is wrapped up right here. He is the one who will save his people from their sins. So at its absolute core, salvation is a rescue. It's a rescue from sin and all the mess that comes with it. But okay, that's the what. Now we have to figure out the how.
And this brings us to a really, really important fork in the road when we're talking about salvation. Where does it come from? Is it something we earn, or is it something we're just given? The Bible draws a super sharp line here between grace and works, and honestly, this distinction changes absolutely everything. The letter to Titus just lays it out there by first telling us what salvation is not. It's not by works that we did in righteousness, so it's not a reward. It's not a cosmic gold star for being a good person. The text is so clear, our effort, no matter how hard we try, isn't the source. So what is? Well, the verse tells us it's God's own mercy.
Now check out how the letter to the Ephesians describes it. This is an incredible picture. It says we weren't just struggling. We weren't just messing up. We were dead through our offenses. Dead. And it was right there at our absolute lowest point that God stepped in and made us alive with Christ. The writer even gets so excited they have to interrupt themselves to say, yes, you are saved by sheer grace. It's not just a part of the equation, it is the entire thing. It's a gift.
So let's just pause here for a second and really visualize the difference. On one side, you've got this idea of salvation by works. That's all about human effort, right? It's about earning your way, about what you can do. But on the other side, you have what the scriptures are describing, salvation by grace. And that is all about God's mercy. It's about receiving a free gift. It's about what He has already done.
So, if we pull these pieces together, we can build a pretty solid definition, straight from the text. Salvation is God's rescue of humanity from sin and all its consequences. It's not something we earn, it's offered as a free gift of grace. Which, of course, leads to the next big question. If it's a gift, how do we receive it? And the book of Romans gives us the answer pretty directly. This gift of grace, it's received through faith. And this verse breaks it down into two parts that are totally connected, an inner belief and an outer confession. It's believing in your heart, really trusting that God raised Jesus from the dead, and then professing with your mouth that He is Lord, which is basically aligning your whole life with that new reality.
Okay, so if that's how a person is saved, what comes next? Is that it? Is it a one-and-done transaction, like a get-out-of-jail-free card? Well, not according to the scriptures. They paint a picture that's so much more dynamic. See, being saved isn't just a moment in time. It's the very beginning of a completely transformed life.
And the results of that salvation, they start right away. You go from being weighed down and defined by your past to being declared free. You're made alive to God in a way you weren't before. It's not just about being freed from something bad, it's about being freed for something new. A whole new way of living, a new direction, a new life.
And this is where we run into a really fascinating idea. The letter to the Philippians tells believers to work at bringing about your own salvation. Now wait a second. Didn't we just establish that it's a free gift and it's not by works? Yes. But look at what the very next sentence says. It explains the paradox. You work because God Himself is the one who's at work among you. It's a partnership. Salvation is this secure gift that we are then called to live out, to grow into. And the wild part is, we're powered by God Himself as we do it.
This brings us to our final section, and it's a big one. To really wrap our minds around what the scriptures say about salvation, we have to stop seeing it as just a single moment. We have to see it across time, because it's a sweeping reality that has a past, a present, and a really glorious future.
Think about it like this, in three tenses. In the past, the moment you believe, you have been saved from the penalty of sin. Done deal. In the present, you are being saved from the power of sin in your daily life. And in the future, you will be saved from the very presence of sin forever. It's a finished reality, an ongoing process, and a future certainty, all at the same time.
And that future part of salvation,
That's what gives believers such a powerful hope. The writer of 2 Timothy says he endures all kinds of hardship for this very reason, so that others can get in on this salvation that lasts forever. It completely reframes why you do what you do. The hope isn't just for a better life now, it's for an eternal one that makes the struggles of today worth it.
And then the camera zooms all the way out. When you get to the book of Revelation, we see the ultimate, cosmic scale of this whole thing. It's not just about individuals anymore. You have this incredible, triumphant scene in heaven, with a loud voice declaring the final arrival of salvation and the kingdom of God. This is the endgame. This is the complete fulfillment of God's saving plan for absolutely everything.
So when you put all of these pieces from the scriptures together, this amazing full picture starts to emerge. Salvation is this rescue plan that is, at the same time, deeply personal, a free gift you receive through faith, and just breathtakingly cosmic in its final scale, ending in the renewal of all things.
And that kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. If salvation really is a past event that makes us secure, a present reality that is changing us, and a future hope that's pulling us forward, how does holding all three of those truths at once change the way we look at our lives, right here today? What does it actually mean to live inside of that grand story? Something to think about. Thanks for exploring this with me.